Good morning, Brittany. How can I help you today?
Good morning, doctor. I recently had some routine tests done and found out that my cholesterol is high, which really worried me. I'm not sure what's causing it, and I'm looking for guidance on how I can change my diet to manage my cholesterol levels. Can you help me with that?
Of course, Brittany. I'm glad you're ready to make some changes. High cholesterol can be a warning sign, but with some adjustments to your diet and lifestyle, you can significantly improve your health. Let's start by understanding which foods might be contributing to your elevated cholesterol. There are definitely some culprits here. We can begin by talking about the 5 worst foods for high cholesterol. Ready to dive in?
Absolutely. I'm ready to do whatever it takes to improve my health.
Great! Let's start with processed foods, like cookies, chips, and prepackaged meals. These foods are loaded with trans fats, which are extremely harmful to your heart. Trans fats increase your LDL cholesterol, known as the bad cholesterol, and lower your HDL, the good cholesterol. A review published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that trans fats not only raise bad cholesterol but are also directly linked to a higher risk of cardiovascular disease. Plus, they're highly inflammatory to the body. Do you think you consume a lot of these foods?
Yeah, I have to admit, sometimes when I'm in a rush, I end up eating cookies or even some ready-made meals. I had no idea those foods were so bad for me.
Yes, they're quite harmful, and unfortunately, they're found in many processed products. Another group of foods to avoid is fried foods, like French fries, fried chicken, and anything else fried in oil. These are packed with saturated and trans fats, which spike your LDL cholesterol levels. A study by the Harvard School of Public Health showed that frequently eating fried foods is directly associated with a higher risk of coronary heart disease and strokes. If you eat fried foods regularly, cutting back or eliminating them can make a huge difference.
Wow, I knew fried foods weren't great, but I didn't realize they had such a big impact on cholesterol. I love French fries, so this will be tough, but I get that I need to make a change.
It's totally understandable, Brittany. Change isn't always easy, but it will be worth it. The next food to avoid is red meat, especially the fattier cuts like bacon, sausages, and burgers. These are high in saturated fats, which increase LDL cholesterol levels. A study published in the British Journal of Nutrition found that reducing red and processed meat consumption can lower LDL cholesterol by up to 10%. Moreover, these types of meat are linked to a higher risk of heart disease. Have you thought about replacing red meat with healthier protein options like chicken, fish, or legumes?
I eat a lot of red meat, especially burgers. I could try cutting back and swapping in chicken or fish a few times a week.
That's a great approach, Brittany. Small changes can have a big impact. In addition, you should pay attention to full-fat dairy products, such as butter, cheese, whole milk, and cream. These are another source of saturated fats, which, as I mentioned, raise LDL cholesterol. According to the American Heart Association, switching from full-fat to low-fat or fat-free dairy products can help lower cholesterol levels. How much dairy do you consume?
I eat quite a bit of cheese and butter, and I use whole milk. I've never tried lower-fat versions, but I'm willing to give them a shot.
I'm glad to hear that. There are also plenty of plant-based milks and low-fat cheese options available today, which can make great substitutes. Finally, we need to talk about refined sugars. While many people don't associate sugar with cholesterol, consuming too much added sugar, like that found in sodas, sweets, and baked goods, can indirectly raise LDL cholesterol through weight gain. Plus, a study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that diets high in added sugars are linked to a higher risk of cardiovascular disease. How's your sugar intake?
I have a real sweet tooth, especially after meals. It's something I struggle to cut down on.
You don't need to eliminate it entirely, Brittany. The key is to start reducing it gradually. For example, swap out processed sweets for fruits, which offer natural sweetness and are high in fiber, which can help with cholesterol management. You can still enjoy healthy desserts while satisfying your cravings for something sweet.
That sounds doable. I can try eating more fruit and cutting back on sweets.
Perfect, Brittany. By reducing these 5 types of foods, processed foods, fried foods, fatty red meats, full-fat dairy, and refined sugars, you'll already be taking a huge step in the right direction to control your cholesterol. In addition to that, incorporating foods that help lower cholesterol can be incredibly beneficial.
What kinds of foods can I eat to help lower my cholesterol?
Foods high in soluble fiber, like oatmeal, beans, and fruits such as apples and pears, can help lower LDL cholesterol. Healthy fats, such as those found in avocados, olive oil, and omega-3 rich fish like salmon, can also help raise HDL cholesterol, which protects the heart. There are plenty of studies supporting the benefits of these dietary changes. For example, a study in the American Journal of Cardiology found that a diet rich in soluble fiber can lower LDL cholesterol by up to 15%.
That makes a lot of sense. I like avocados and fish, so I can start adding more of those foods to my diet.
That's excellent. Also, increasing physical activity is another important factor. The American Heart Association recommends at least 150 minutes of moderate exercise per week, such as walking, cycling, or swimming. Exercise helps raise HDL cholesterol and lower LDL.
I already walk a few times a week, but I could try to be more consistent.
That's a great mindset, Brittany. Now, in addition to these diet and exercise changes, there's also the option of boosting the process with some natural supplements. While we're not discussing a specific recommendation today, some people use these supplements to help reduce LDL cholesterol and increase HDL. If it's something you're interested in down the road, we can definitely explore it further.
Thanks, doctor. I'll focus on making these changes for now and think about supplements later on.
That's perfect, Brittany. The most important thing is that you're taking the right steps, and you're already on your way. I suggest coming back in 3 months so we can check how your cholesterol levels are responding to these changes.
Absolutely, doctor. Thank you so much for all the guidance. I feel much more at ease and ready to tackle this.
I'm glad to hear that, Brittany. I'm here to support you on your journey to better health. See you soon.